Good morning, guys. I hope you guys are having a great time. I hope you guys had an amazing weekend. Some news this morning, especially oil. Oil is the highlight of the weekend, right? We'll go over that. It's trading at a very high price and how that might affect our trading. But apart from the SPY on Friday, so we did give us some gains. I'll be went over post market. He explained it to you guys, and now we did leave this little gap right here, which is around 434, and 424.97. Our level was held last week, right, which is around here somewhere. So 424.97 was held, right, and then we do have this zone if we do continue higher in the coming weeks, right? Because I don't know if you guys, how many of you guys read the news in the morning when you guys wake up. Now, the debt ceiling news are back in the highlight. Now they're for December, they're already trying to bring it up, right? Which is a short-term panic for many traders who don't understand the market. And now we do have a little gap here at 435. I'm actually kind of happy that the market's opening red and not green, because if it was green, then there would be a little fear of buying calls and whatnot for short term. But if we do dip towards 435, I do want to see that how does 435 hold. If 435 does not hold this gap, then we might see a test lows of last week. And if we do end up testing lows this time right here, if by any chance we do come towards 430 on SPY, expect 420. Expect this to happen. Expect SPY to come into these levels soon. All right, but for now, we must hold above 436. If we don't hold above 435, 436, expect 430. And if we do break 430, expect this zone right here. It should not come to a surprise for you guys. It's given to you for a long time. This downside, entire downside, we've been talking ever since here. And only one thing we've been repeating for October: small size. This is what saves you in this market. A good trader knows when the market is not going up or it's not in this one direction, your size should be cut down so you're not buying heavy as you usually are, right? So even if you're wrong, you save your account at least, right? And these are the times when you go through the market and you manage to save your account, or maintain it, or even go up, or take very small hits. You last in the market. Eventually, the market gives you your time to make all the profits that you need to. All right, that's the reason me, LBRT, were repeating over and over. Go small in October. It's okay. Don't have no FOMO. It's not required. The stock market is not going nowhere. It's gonna stay here until the world is here. This is one industry which is not gonna go nowhere, right? So keep that in mind. Tech, similar thing, same thing as SPY, right? We have this little gap right here, 360. We either hold 360 or we test last week's lows, which is near 350, 353. And if we break that, then expect this right here, 337. Similar to S&P. All right, unless this dips and goes higher, S&P goes down, then there will be a shift in their then they won't move together. Right now they're moving similar together. All right. Energy, we went over energy last week. This is clearly breaking out, right? Oil is high now. Speaking of oil, right, as once we break out these levels right here, it's up. The next level is all the way at $60 on XLE. All right, 60, and it's likely to break 60 and even go to 67 if the trend stays like this. Oil might even hit $100 a barrel. All right, right now it's at 82, I believe. Now, when oil prices go higher, you guys need to understand one thing. Why is it bad for a stock trader? If you're long oil, if you own oil stocks, congrats. Manage your profits, scale out, do what you need to. We did go over some tickers last week. They should all be up, right? Which we went over a few days back. Now, when oil goes up, it reduces output. The cost of production is high. The growth of the economy is slow, right? Inflation, that's a big sign. When oil goes up, that basically means there's an increased inflation, all right? And then obviously supply of the other goods decrease, and the cost of productions are very high, all right? Now the stocks that we trade, then obviously they're going to take a hit if the cost of producing stuff is high. Because for all that to come into effect, it takes 1-2 years before people get out of that little hole. And then the market is probably going to go sideways for a very long time, or even dip if oil continues to rise. All right, when oil rises, market usually does not go up. Okay, so keep that in mind. If oil continues higher, market is not going to go up. All right, so be careful, know these things. So XLE, we will see towards 60 on this breakout, I believe. It's strong, so keep an eye on some names. PBR, and I'm gonna take some chart because the people are posting right now. PBR is one name that you guys can keep an eye on. Above $11 hold, this likely goes and test 1250. And if you catch this trade on PBR, for example, above 11 to 1250, you can literally make 100 to 200% on options on names like this. All right, like options will be priced low, like at maybe 40 cents, 30 cents, 25 cents, and they will hit 60, 70 cents. All right, so there are many names oil in the market, right? I cannot go over all of them, or you can go over the pre-market video that we did a few days back last week, and I mentioned some tickers. For above 11 hold on PBR, we likely see much higher. All right, so it's just an example I'm giving you guys here. Now some chat requests. Riot. I bought some Riot on Friday last week, right? Pre-market, it should be green. I'll use Riot green pre-market. It should be. Bitcoin's up, right? But Riot, right here, I'll just give you a line right here.
So 1.3%.
Okay, that's not bad. So 28 and 29. Riot, if it can get above these two levels, 28 and 29. So Riot, my target on those calls was a 28 touch, right? It was just a given on the chart. Technically, Bitcoin's up. Even we might even get that in the morning. If we do get 28, I'm gonna take my calls off, right? Then I don't care what happens with Bitcoin. I don't care if Riot goes to 40, 50. For me, I'm just trading. We bought the call there at $1.25, I believe. $28 calls, I think it was. So we added October 29, $29 calls. All right, so we still have 2 more weeks on them. And on a $1 move up, I will probably scale out. I'll take my 40, 50% profit. This was a give and trade at a very strong support level. Above 28, 29, we likely see a big move up. And if Bitcoin crypto stays strong, this might even give us a big move all at once towards 40 bucks. All right, these names, sometimes they skip when they make moves right here, right? When Bitcoin is strong, okay? They will consolidate and all of a sudden they will rip, okay? So can the same thing happen this week? Let's see. If you're in the calls, just manage and scale out. Skills. Oh man. So one thing on this chart, just right off the back, we have so many charts in the market. Any chart that you open up, I think, or most names, they all look the same. Tilray looks the same. Space will look something similar. So the same pattern that we had in Jan, December, these stocks rip. This is nothing but a very bad crash on this stock. So this stock already went from 43 bucks to $8. There are many stocks in the market which have already crashed. They're down more than 80%, 90%. There's so many names, right? This is just one of them, Skills, right? Maybe it's a great company. Albi knows a lot about this. He follows this company, I know. But technically, it's just broken down. And sometimes on these charts, they try to flush people here and then take it back higher. For me, I would at least look for a $9 hold on this name, right? At least a 9 hold, and then scale in slowly into leaps. All right, 9 hold and scale in slowly into leaps. Don't be surprised if you see this name tomorrow at 4 or 5 bucks. It's very possible. I've seen technical setups like this. So unless you don't know about this company, I would look into some fundamentals, and then based on your conviction, then buy it. All right, look at their earnings, see what the reports are, what their growth is, and based on that, you can buy. And buy time on names like this. Don't buy weeklies; you'll get crushed. Because there are all these people that have been trying to catch the weeklies on this, as you can see, for the last 3-4 months. They've just been getting crushed, right? I mean, you catch this one-day move. What are the odds that you're going to catch this one day out of all these days, right? If you think a day, so just buy time on these names. Fastly. So similar pattern. I mean, a little different, but I have a support drawn here. So this name. Yeah, expected to, so we had a bounce here from this support at 32 bucks. This name also was trading at 128 back in last year. We traded this name a lot. We played a lot of these rips if you were in the group back then. Here it just broke down the support, retest, back, third time. Does it hold 39? For me to play this name, a clear number I'll give you right now, it has to hold 48. So at least 48 hold. So I would wait until it holds 48, which is still $8 above 40 bucks. Why? Because I'm looking to trade this name, not invest. Investing is different, trading is different. For trading, I don't care. The higher it goes, the better it is. It gives you more confirmation, right? They do have earnings coming up, but here, 48 is must. On a shorter time frame, if you want to take the risk, 41. 41, you can scale in. If you know about the company, you think it does great. 41 hold or a 48 hold, it gives you a bigger move towards 60. If you wait until 48. All right. Roku. So we have it drawn here. Near resistance here. Right near resistance, it does need above 328. It held this support at 305, 300 level, but me personally, I would look for 328. If it can hold 328, we can see 347. But right now, it still near resistance. I would not play here. This is a very dangerous zone to play Roku because it can get rejected or go through. So you will basically be gambling. I would wait until it gets through these levels, 328, 329, and then based on the hourly chart, maybe buy towards the upside towards 340, 350. All right, guys, it's Monday, so take it easy. Look at your account. If you have $10,000 cash, leave 9,800 as it is. Play with $200. That's the mindset you need in this market. If you're gonna go in something heavy, then please make sure that's 2023 or late 2022 in these days. The market can dip. I'm expecting downside this week, but again, the levels we just went over. So let's see how what news we get from the markets. All right, because a lot of names, for example, Amazon, they left some gaps here, right? They left some gaps here. All right, so we might just go sideways here for a bit, and then maybe we go higher, right? But if oil continues to go up, a lot of these names are going to take a hit. Just keep that in mind. All right, so it's Monday only. Let's see by the end of the day what happens. Then post-market, LB will go over, and let's see by tomorrow what the levels settle. But for now, oil is strong. Focus on energy names. Go small in those, and just avoid these other names because they're going to be very choppy and very hard to predict what's going to happen. All right, and with this, we'll end it. Baba, guys, we called the 160s. Baba, we did tell you we're going to catch the spike when they happen. We're going to catch it. We gave it to you, and guess what? We did buy Baba right here, right? You all witnessed it. We bought Baba right here. I took my profits a little early because I do have a lot of leaps. Don't forget. So Baba with $8 up. My other options will be up, which is a win for me at the end of the day. That's how I manage my account. We bought Baba right here. Right at the bottom, we bought it. Right, I bought a small position, nothing too big. We caught this rip. We caught this rip, and today Baba's going to be right here in this zone. This is where it's going to open up. Now from here, the question is how long does it hold here? If Baba manages to hold 170 today, if Baba holds 170 just all day today, if you're listening, if it holds 170 all day today, expect another huge gap up tomorrow. And today, if it gets through 172, don't be surprised if you see 180 today. All right, the only thing is oil is high, so some factors that might keep it down or keep it just by near 170, 168, 172. All right, either it's going to be a very small move, but if it holds through 172, we can even see 180 today. Don't get too excited. Like, I'm already in Baba. Don't try to buy it here. Let it hold for a few days. Maybe it holds here by maybe for 1-2 days. It just stays here. It gives us a little flag pattern here. Maybe by Thursday or Friday, we get that push through for next week, and then we play to the upside. But through 172, 180, and then the next level is all the way towards our 200. All right, and then when Baba gets to 220 in the coming weeks, if it does, I don't know if it will, maybe they bring it right back to 140, I have no idea. If Baba gets back here at 220, a lot of opportunities to play this name to the upside. All right, so if you're in Baba, congrats. And these are same calls today will be up at least 500 to 600% minimum, I believe, or more. These calls will be up 500 to 600%, those that are holding. Congrats, and with this we'll end it. See you guys back in the chat.